Okay, well we're now going to head off to Krabi Town. I was hoping to be able to buy a bottle of water, but unfortunately the 7-Eleven that's just by the car here is not open. It's closed down. It's not just not open, but it's no longer in business by the looks of it. The signs are still there, but all the windows are covered over, so that tells me that they're no longer in business, which is a bit of a shame. But there's 1 or 2 shops here, and we're going to head off now from Onang and go into Krabi Town, try and get a bit of breakfast. Hopefully one of the cafes there will have an outside area where we can sit. As I mentioned, it's not so easy when you've got a dog, because of course I understand not everywhere is going to want the dog to go inside. Old Shadow there panting away, she's tired now. She's done a fair bit of walking this morning, so she's going to hopefully settle down in the car. She's pretty good in the cars, to be honest. She hasn't been in that many, but hopefully she's gonna maybe have a sleep now while we drive to Krabi Town. It's not too far, it's about 15-20 minutes now, something like that. It's not too far. I'm only going slow because it's still quite early in the morning. It's not even 9:30 yet in the morning, so it's 20 past 9. Okay, so we've just arrived down in Krabi Town. We've had some problems finding somewhere that we could get breakfast from, because the normal place that we go to when we're here in Krabi Town wasn't open today, so we've had to find somewhere else. So I'm just about to have some, what are these called, Nat?
Patong.
Say again.
Patong.
Patong.
Yeah.
Okay, Patong, whatever that is. So we've just managed to find these shops. Nat's waiting for her, what you had, rice and pork? Rice and pork to come over, and then we're going to have breakfast, and then we shall have a look around Krabi Town. And of course we've got Shadow with us down there. Just down there, look, she's tired now. So I'm going to tuck into these and try them with a pandan custard. Oh, those are nice. Nice and crispy. I really love it. They're really good. Pork with rice has just turned up. I got my mouth full of donut, unfortunately. Alright, that's really nice. And that's going to tuck into that for our breakfast. And I've got a Thai tea. Just come, nice and hot. Lovely. Well, that's breakfast taken care of. We're going to have a wander around the town. It looks like we got here just in time, because these 2 shops that we've bought breakfast from, my one shop, the donut, and then Nat's had her breakfast from the shop next door. They're just about closing up, and it's only just after 10 o'clock in the morning. Of course, when you haven't been here for a while, it's actually 10:30 in the morning. So again, not staying open too late at the minute for the breakfast side of things. I guess the town area not that busy at the moment with tourists, because there are still a lot of places closed that we saw this morning as we was driving around trying to find somewhere. There were some Muslim restaurants open, but of course we can't take Shadow in a Muslim restaurant. They won't allow it, because Muslims don't allow to have anything to do with dogs. So that caused us a bit of a problem. As I say, the restaurant or the coffee shop where we normally go for breakfast in the morning in Krabi, they've changed their hours. They're now open in the afternoon, not in the morning. So that was unfortunate, but let's now go and take a wander around. I think Nat's already paid. Cab. Okay, so some donuts there for sale here, a little donut shop, and then next door the pork and rice where Nat had her breakfast from. Normally you can sit at one or the other. They don't mind if you're having food from one shop and the other. You can just pick where you want to sit. So we're going to have a wander around the town. This is Krabi Town. We are down by the Krabi Central car park, which is just behind me. So it might give you an idea, if you know Krabi Town at all, where we are. Big Honda shop there. And then we're going to have a wander around, see what we can find. Nat was saying on the journey to here, so much has changed around here since we last came. So the town itself is not a massive town, but you can easily spend half a day here looking around. There is a river park which we shall have a look at shortly, where you go down and the What's up? Oh, she wants to buy a motorbike. I don't think Shadow can ride motorbike yet. Can you, girl? Huh? I have to teach her. You want to buy a motorbike? But we shall have a wander down to where the river, the inlets come in, because that's really pretty, and there's restaurants along the river stretch, which is really nice in the evening time to go and sit and have a meal. And it's really pretty down there, but this is more of the town centre that we're in at the minute. So what have we got? There's a cafe. We've just seen that one now. There's a cafe. We could have sat outside there. It's typical when you're driving around in a car, you don't see it. Oh, is it Muslim? Okay, Nat says that's a Muslim cafe, so again they're not going to allow us to go with the dog, unfortunately. Looks like he's tired.
Coffee here, nice.
Coffee nice here? Not at the minute, no. I'll have one in a moment, because I've just had a Thai tea at the shop that we've just been, so I don't want a coffee on top of the tea straight away. I'll have one in a bit. Okay, so a little tiny stand there. I don't know if you can make that out, but Nat says the coffee's really nice. I have no idea what street we're on. Nat, what road are we on here? Do you know? Say that again. Okay, I hope you've got that, because I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I've given up trying to pronounce the Thai names. I very, very rarely get them right. Place here coming up to, I don't know what this is. What's this, Nat? Japanese food. It's not open until the evening, I'm guessing. Is it open now? You think so? It does say open. Maybe open. Can't really tell inside. Okay, Japanese restaurant there. What's that there? Temple? Yeah, well, let's have a look around the town first. Nice temple, that says here in the town. Nice temple there. Hotel, the Snooze Hotel. Okay, I'm going to pop my mask on because I can see there's quite a few people wearing masks around here. Just out of courtesy, I can see there's quite a few Thai people wearing them, so I don't want to give the wrong impression. And them starting to think, oh, Falang walking around with no mask on. So I've got a bag shop, shoe shop. Plenty of shops now open here as we work our way into the main part. Well, I noticed in Onang there's not many people wearing masks at all, but here in Krabi Town I can see that there are a lot more people wearing them. Again, masks, I think you need to use your own judgment with them. I would definitely carry one because the police are still enforcing it. So if you get stopped at a checkpoint and you don't have a mask with you, they can fine you, and they are fining people in Phuket. So I'm seeing reports of that. So just bear that in mind. If you're coming out here at the moment, it's still enforceable. There are a lot of people that don't wear them, but that doesn't mean that if the police see you, they won't fine you for it. So just bear it in mind, it's always worth carrying. I always carry one with me, and then that way, if I can see it's an area where everybody's wearing them, I can just pop it on, and then when I'm out of that area, I can take the mask off. Now this is the shopping mall, Robinson's? No? What?
Walk Krabi.
Walk
Krabi.
Walk Krabi. Okay,
Krabi
so
not
it's
have
the.
Robinson.
Oh, okay. Krabi not have Robinson shopping mall. So in there is the shopping mall. Obviously we can't go in there because they won't allow Shadow in there. So we can't go and work. I mean, you worked in there for a while, didn't you, Nat? With the cosmetic company when you was working for them. So She knows a lot of people in there. She's got a few friends in there, but unfortunately, as I say, they won't allow us to go in with the dog. Huh? Oh yeah, this is a really good bakery here. Cakes and breakfast they do. They do breakfast as well, don't they, Nat? Yeah, they do all different manner of goods. This is really good. We was hoping to come here, but again, they've got nowhere outside that we could sit, and of course, we can't really sit inside with the dog.
Buy for Mama.
Up to you, yeah. If you want to buy some for Mama, no problem. I'll hold the dog. I'll keep hold to the dog. Nat's going to go in and buy a few cakes for her mother, and we're going to see her mother this afternoon later on. Yeah. Come on, get up. Good girl. Oh, they look nice. Not quite sure what they are, but they look nice. I don't know whether you can see that, the statues. Even the statues here in Krabi Town have got masks on. So you can see the Thai people take it quite seriously, so that's why I say out of respect, if you're in an area where everybody's wearing the masks, then it's not going to be a bad idea just to pop it back on while you're in that area, and then once you're out the area you can always take it back off again. Just use your own common sense really, and I don't think you'll have many problems. You don't have to wear it 24/7. Just be sensible. If you're going into a business, then if you can see the people inside the business are wearing masks, then I recommend you wear them, because you may offend somebody, upset somebody, and it doesn't take 2 seconds just to pop it on, and then when you come back out you can take it off. Of course, if you're going in a restaurant or a coffee shop, you're going to take it off. I understand that, but what I'm talking about is a business like this where you're not going to be if you're not eating there, you're just buying cakes, then out of courtesy just keep your mask on until you're away from the business. But again, it's general common sense, and people that are getting into trouble with it are people that are blatantly ignoring the rules, basically not wearing a mask at all, not even carrying a mask, and those are the ones eventually, unfortunately, they're getting fined because the police are catching up with them. Sooner or later you're going to run into an officer that's not going to be happy about it. I don't know, we'll have a walk down here now, we'll just go down there. But I have heard reports in Phuket in the last few weeks of people being fined. Yeah, nice, okay. And Nat's showing all the cakes she's bought. Those are those Chinese pastries, aren't they? Red egg, okay. So the egg yolk and bean. Okay, nice, inside the pastry. And we're going to have a wander down here and make our way towards the river area. That's quite nice, down the bottom here. But it's a nice little town. It's not massive. It's not going to take you that long to explore, but it is a nice area, and it does give you a break from the Onang area, which can be a little bit more expensive than Krabi Town. Generally, Krabi Town's a little bit cheaper. I'm not going to say on everything, but generally it is a little bit cheaper because it's not quite as touristy. But of course, tourists do come here now more than what they used to when I first started visiting. Sometimes I'd be the only Falang in the area when we came, and people used to be looking at me as if I was some sort of alien come from outer space. But now you see a lot more Falangs here in Krabi over the years. Oh, okay. That's the car park for the shopping mall. There, the entrance. Looks like a hotel here. I don't know what this one's called. Oh, the City Hotel. So that's the City Hotel. And there's looks like a market across the road, a food market, selling fruit and stuff. But Krabi Town has got more popular with tourists to stay here. Yeah, I've seen the market. And you're about 10 or 15 minutes away from Onang, of course, on transport. You can take a taxi, but I did notice this morning the prices of taxis to and from Onang and obviously to Krabi Town has gone up since we last visited. I noticed one board saying it was 500 baht for one way, which I thought was quite expensive, I'll be honest with you. I think it was about 200 baht, wasn't it, the last time we came, Nat? Was it about that? For a long time. I know we watch this truck here. I know we haven't come for a long time. There's a little coffee shop here, or restaurant. We have what? With? Oh, Patrick. Oh, okay. So we've eaten there before. I forgot about that one. Could have came there this morning. It doesn't matter. The Riverview Hotel across the road there. Yeah, minibus. Yeah, they do have a bus service from Onang to Krabi and Krabi to Onang, and that's going to try and look out for the bus, the type of bus that you need to look out for. It's not the minivans, but these are like the mini buses, as in a proper bus, and they're very cheap. How much are they, Nat? Or there. Okay, so they're like the BART bus. Okay, let's go and have a look quick. We'll try and get across. So this is what you're looking for. Okay, he's going to let me go. So these are very similar to what we call the BART buses in Pattaya. We don't see these in Phuket, sorry, but these ones will take you to and from either Krabi Town or Onang. I'm going to try and find out the cost. Normally it's inside somewhere. I'm going to get Nat to ask. I can't see a price listed on it, but this is what you need to be looking for. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all in Thai. So she's saying the names are on the side, but obviously they're Thai. So unless you can read Thai, you're not going to be able to know which bus. But we're trying to find out which bus it is. So it's going to be a lot cheaper than taxis, that's for sure. Have they got one that's not have the one? Okay. Not have the one for Onang. Okay, so Nat's going to try and find where it is. Maybe it's already on its way, we're not quite sure. But you're looking for something that says the bus stop on it. There's a sign there, and they're these type of buses. And they do have one that goes to Onang from Krabi Town and vice versa. You just need to find out which one it is. And they're going to be a lot cheaper. We will try and find out the price if we can see. But you can see just in the background there the river, which is one of the things I love about Krabi Town. You get Onang with the beaches, and then you come to Krabi Town and you've got this beautiful river that runs all the way through. It's actually a sea inlet going into land, and then going inland, should I say. And then you've got some restaurants that run all the way along the river in parts where you can go and have a really nice meal. Okay, that's a bit of a shame that bus wasn't there, the right one. Do you want to cross over, Nat? Cross over the road and we'll have a look, because it's a little bit busy here. Now, pedestrian crossings, I would strongly advise you take extra care, because people don't stop for pedestrian crossings over here. There's been a lot of accidents on pedestrian crossings lately, and it's been in the media, and the government have issued warnings and trying to make people aware that they need to stop, because a lot of the Thai people don't give way to pedestrians on a pedestrian crossing, even though they should. So take extra care when you're crossing, even if you're using a pedestrian crossing. Let me take this mask off now because I'm out of the way of people. Just take extra care when you're using pedestrian crossings, because honestly the drivers over here don't even recognise them. So you should have right of way, but you don't over here, unfortunately, so just keep your eyes peeled. Well, as you can see there, the river, and then when you look at it this way, even more beautiful. So that's really nice. What a fantastic view. We're just going to have a wander over here, and then we'll have a bit more of a wander around to show you around. But it's much like any other town. It's a nice town. In the evening they have a market down by the river. It's just a little bit further that way. It's actually, the market is the other side of that building. So if you can see the building, you stay to the riverside, and as you're going down that road behind this building, it splits off. The market is all to the left hand side, the night market in Krabi Town, which is really nice to come down. Lots of food on offer, or there used to be. I would imagine there still will be. And as I've said, there's plenty of restaurants scattered along the banks of the river that you can dine in. I think there's one over there that sits right on the river, and there's quite a few. I have eaten in a couple, but it's been a long time ago. But there are some really nice restaurants, seafood restaurants of course, around here. So again, very picturesque, Krabi Town, beautiful. Of course, this scene that you're looking in front, very popular. A lot of people take photos of this. You will see this quite often on social media. This particular with the 2 limestone rocks. Okay, Nat's just been talking to this gentleman here, and they actually do some boat trips. He was telling us we're not going to go on them because we don't have the time today, but they start at 500 baht, did he say, Nat? And they go, yeah, okay, yeah, the 2 rocks. Okay, so you can go over to the 2 rocks. 500 baht each, is it? Each person, but Nat's saying 500 baht for the bike. We're going to have a job to go along the river on a bike for the boat, so it's going to be 500 baht for the boat. And he did say we could take Shadow if we wanted to, but we don't have the time to do that today. So, but there's something to do. There's plenty of trips around Krabi area. I'm absolutely dripping of sweat. Just noticed as we're walking down here, you can see there's actually a sign for the night market, so it's very easy to find the night market. Go on then, Nat. Let's go. Nat was saying actually she's thought about the buses, and she remembers that there is a bus that runs to Onang out the front of the shopping mall that I've just shown earlier in the video. So if you have a look where we were standing outside of the shopping mall, there's only one shopping mall here in Krabi, so it's not going to be difficult to find, but the Onang bus runs from outside of the shopping mall. Nat's not quite sure of the price per person. How much did it used to be, Nat?
I come before 5 years before 20 baht.
20 baht, but this is going back probably 8 or 9 years, because
I go with Diamond about something like this.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. So I would probably say it's going to be around the 50 baht mark. Would you say? Possibly?
I'm not sure.
She's not sure. Okay, we're not sure of the price, but it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper than the taxis. Yeah. She doesn't want to say a price, just in case she's wrong and people say, oh, you're not right with the price. I can understand that. I know what it's like. So it's definitely going to be cheaper than 500 baht. I was quite surprised actually, the taxi fares, because obviously to go here, if you're in Onang and then you want to come to Krabi Town for a few hours and then go back, it's going to cost you 1,000 baht, which is quite a lot of money because it's 500 baht each way. So it's definitely worth considering. Better put the, I don't think he'll bother me, will he? Put the mask on, because I'm right outside the police station. I'm struggling to get it on. Better show willing. Okay, not so easy when you're trying to carry a camera, but we're standing right outside the police station now. So
we go this way?
I think we go down that road, doesn't it? That leads back to the car.
Hot and then,
huh?
Walk.
Yeah, okay, you can, walk in the shade. Okay, we're trying to keep Shadow in the shade because it's actually very hot. We're both pouring the sweat, believe it or not. I don't know whether you can see that, but it is really, really warm, very humid. Another pedestrian crossing, but people don't stop, as I said, so you need to be very careful on these. Right, okay, let's go. Hopefully people are waiting now. We're starting to cross. Oh, cakes. These are the Japanese. We tried these the other day. They were really nice. There's a place in Phuket that does exactly the same one, and I've got to say, they were really delicious. Okay, looks like she's buying some more cake. Can I have plenty of cake later? Let's just... Shadow playing that up there. Oi, oi. You be a good girl, go on, stop playing up. Oh no, you're hot. We're going back to the car now so you can have a rest and have some water. Oh, she's ordered 2. Oh, we've got 2. Loads of cakes. Yes, I know. Nat was saying she hasn't visited a mum at home for quite some time. I think it's been, how many years, Nat? 4 years? Yeah, I know, way before COVID. So, yeah, it's probably been about 4 years. So that's why she's buying some extras. Okay, we've got plenty of cake now. Cake for supper then, is it? Good job we got the car. We'd never get all this stuff on the bike. So as I was saying, Krabi Town, not a massive place, but definitely worth coming in and having a wander around. Half a day, maybe even a day if you want to do one of the trips from Krabi Town to those limestone rocks, if that interests you. I think it's very picturesque there. Let me take the mask back off now that I've moved away from the police station. Again, common sense. You don't want to sort of flout the laws right in front of the police. That you might get one that's having a bad day and he just wants to cause you the same pain as he's having, shall we say. So just use your common sense. That's why I stuck it back on, because I thought, well, the officers are wearing it, I better put mine back on. But well worth having a wander around, as I say, and exploring. But I think catching taxis from Onang is not ideal with the current prices. They used to be cheaper, but obviously over time they've gone up. I think the car's down there, Nat. Nat, down there. That's the road that runs. Okay, oh, okay. That's why Nat's walking this way. She wants one of those coffees I was telling you about. So we're going to be close to the shopping mall, and as I say, if you want to catch that minibus, or the buzz, not the minibus, but the buzz going to Onang, then that's going to be your best bet of finding it there. It should be outside, and Nat says normally the driver shouts Onang, 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 so quite easy to find. And you just have to see what the price is, but I'm sure it's not going to be 500 baht. Nat's actually just noticed the Onang buzz, so I thought I'd just show you, just so you can see it for yourself. She's going to ask the driver how much it is as well, so we know exactly the price, because the prices have changed. But there you can see on the front, 50 baht. There you go, one way 50 baht. There's a board, so you know he's telling the truth. There's a price list there. So Onang bus station, and there's the times 7 till 6 is the daytime price, 50 baht, and then we've got an evening time price from 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock, it's 60 baht. So I think that's very, very reasonable. That's going to save you quite a lot of money on taxis if you want to use that. Of course, if you want to use the taxis, that's up to you. But I did notice, as I say this morning, I've only seen one price so far. I will have a look later on, or next time we're passing through, to see whether we can see any more prices, because that might have just been near. But I've got a feeling they're going to be probably around that sort of mark. 500 baht one way. Personally, I think that's a little bit expensive. Better off using what I call the baht buzzes. But they just call the buzz here. I know in Pattaya they call them the baht buzzes. Well, we've just got back to the car, and to be honest, it's absolutely sweltering. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm absolutely dripping wet now there with the towel trying to dry me off. We've decided we're going to go straight to Terang now, because it is so hot. Shadows panting really quite a lot there in the back, and she's very warm, so we're going to go from Krabi now straight to Terang. So I will speak to you once we get to Terang.